Welcome to our webinar this afternoon. Ayo, Paps, Mas Kimi, give him call you, please. You welcome him all.
Okay. All right.
Me had lot talk.
Okay. Bami talk long. Thank you everyone for turning up in our PNG webinar this afternoon in Papua New Guinea, 2 o'clock. It was just past 2. I see our regular faces here, our international family. We greet every one of you. It is a day that we want to, it's kind of a sad day for us here in Papua New Guinea, but we just want to let you know as our family globally, and even our family in Papua New Guinea, some of our founders do not know what the news is, but I just want to break the news to us. We lost our brother, Fred Lavacky, early hours of this morning, 7 o'clock. He's one of our great leaders in ONPASSIVE, Papua New Guinea. He, among our Papua New Guineans, the team that we have in PNG, he's got a second largest number, about 3,000 people under him. He worked very hard to share this opportunity. He's based in Leh in Morobe province. Fred is like a brother. When I first left college, university, and I joined the bank, he was already working in the bank. We used to play together in a bank competition, Australian rules football. He was the ruckman and I was his rover. And we played together. PNGBC at that time, the bank, PNG Banking Corporation, at that time, the government-owned bank. And we won a couple of grand finals together in the bank competition. So our friendship was built at that time in 1983. And we never forgot each other. And when I brought ONPASSIVE to PNG, I called him up and I told him, he was out of job at the moment, at that time. And I told him, brother, this is the business that will change our lives. It will change our families. It will change our communities. I know you are a person who loves to have people and down to earth. He helps a lot of people. So I shared this business with him. And when I shared with him, that was like in November of 2019. And we had the COVID situation come and we had a lockdown in the country, so we couldn't do much. We were just sharing ONPASSIVE on Facebook. And him being the guy, he called every one of us colleagues, ex-colleagues in the bank. He called everyone and he introduced the business to them. And then when in May of 2020, when the COVID lockdown was lifted in the country, and I told him, brother, I'm going to share this business. I have to share it openly in a public place. So when I booked the first meeting in a hostel, I called him, he's in, and he started calling everyone in Mosby, his friends, his colleagues, his family. And they showed up in that meeting. Most of the guests in that meeting, we had about 12 founders at that time, and 20 guests showed up at that meeting were his invitees. And I shared a meeting, I shared a business to them in that meeting. And during the week, we had all the 20 of them sign up. And that's when the business Papua New Guinea started growing from then on, and he never stopped. He walked, he just had to walk. He did his bit, and people like Veronica came on because of their sporting affiliation, Mary Carroll, Emily. They came on through Fred, through Vero. So I just want to share that with us. We're saddened in Papua New Guinea. We're saddened. Is like my general in the business, my right-hand man. But anyway, I know he's with us in the presence. He is a man. He said, he always says, work must continue. He never gives up. He says, work must continue, rain or sun. He keeps going. So I know, Fred, you're listening. We want to take our hats off to you. And before we start this meeting, I'll just ask us to give us a minute of silence, and then we can start. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. You know, in the Bible says, God gives and he takes back. So we don't know, but everything lies in him. We can only rejoice in his life with us physically. What he has left behind is a legacy. And in Papua New Guinea, we will not forget him. His memory will always be with us. Wherever we set an office, we will have his name there. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Welcome, everyone, from Papua New Guinea. Imi olgata family la Papua New Guinea. Mi talk. Thank you, Loipla. Come, Yumi got all guest, all Nupla line. Stop one time, Yumi lo disla meeting. Disla meeting, on passive. Long Yupla all Nupla line, where Yupla not join him on passive yet, but Yupla harem talk sawe na Yupla kam. Mipla hamas lo lukim Yupla. Mi lukim Tofia Bale. Great to have you. Thank you for joining us. Tofia heard about the business and she's joining us this afternoon. We have other people around the country. Thank you. And we have our family members, our international global founders here with us. Thank you, my brother from another mother, Marty Digamo, the man who shared ONPASSIVE with me in 2019 in September, or actually in February, and it took me 7 months before the light bulbs went off, and I joined the business. And yes, thank you, Marty, for this journey that we had, and we're still continuing. Chris Johnson, a leadership council member. We have Robin Noble here with us. Thank you. And tonight we'll have a special guest presenter from Australia, our sister, Narelle Wakon. She'll be presenting the business opportunity to us. So Yumi or Papua New Guinea, Yumi got one guest presenter, and by presenting business lo Yumi can sit down, isi na Yumi harem, ONPASSIVE and one can business. ONPASSIVE and one can opportunity and come up dual blow Yumi long this la country. So Yumi can stop, sit down and see. Na ba Yumi haram presenter ba Yumi Narel Wakon, sister long stop lo Brisbane, Australia, and by presenting this la business opportunity lo Yumi today. Thank you, Narel, for putting your hand up to share with us this wonderful opportunity that we have. And it has been a journey with us, and I know you can't wait to share this opportunity with us here. So thank you. I turn the mic over to you, and you go ahead.
Thank you, David. And before I'll bring my screen up because I need to share. Okay, just one moment, please. Before I start the presentation, I'd like to say welcome, everyone. It is a very sad day for PNG, very sad indeed. I want to send my sincere condolences and love to Fred's family and those who knew Fred. I actually went and had a look at Fred's Facebook because I believed that there was a message there that he wanted me to share with you all today. So if you don't mind, I'm going to read a post that Fred had put up that I think each and every one of us will gain some strength from. There are people who have broken your heart, broken your trust, and have hurt you. But there are some who love you, who trust you, and who are proud of you. Yes, there were things that didn't work out, but there were moments when things worked out just the way you wanted. Yes, you made some mistakes, but there were moments when you were proud of yourself. Life never happens exactly how we plan it, but that's the way it is. You're not perfect, but you're a good human being. You are lovable. You are beautiful. Love yourself. You deserve the best, and that is you. And I just wanted to share that with you all today because I believe Fred he would like the people, as you said, David, to continue. Let's fight the good fight. So I'm going to start my presentation now, and I want to share with you what we will learn here today in this webinar is what ONPASSIVE is, about our CEO, what the ONPASSIVE product is, why our products are needed, the opportunity currently available, and what the benefits are. So what exactly is ONPASSIVE? Well, it is a very real company and is a very real business. As you can see by the photographs here, these are two of our buildings, the one in Florida where our CEO, Mr. Ash Mafara, works out of, and the one in India, High Tech City. This has been where our CEO has sourced the best of the best to be able to bring us the products and tools of ONPASSIVE. We are an online marketing business solution where all of our products are on one platform, one interface, one login, and we are legal and compliant in over 212 countries. And we have just been told that we have two new buildings soon launching with our ONPASSIVE staff in Bangladesh and Singapore. So let me explain and share with you a little about our CEO, Mr. Ash Mafara. He's a man with a vision for the future. Ash attended the American Intercontinental University for a master's degree in information technology and e-commerce. Ash has over 20 years experience in online business and has researched the likes of Walmart, Google, Twitter, Microsoft, Amazon, and many more. Ash understood how the internet has the potential to change the world and change poverty into prosperity. And if I can expand on that a little further, Ash worked, 20 years or more online. He created a lot of products and tools for other companies. But what he found and what sort of touched his heart in a sense, was that there was only 3% making money online, the big money. And he felt that that was just not right. So he decided to go ahead and after long contemplation, decided to bring about a new business. Now, it didn't start off as ONPASSIVE straight away. No, Ash knew, well, when he went out there to see what was available so that he could do a new platform, the companies that he had to use were old technology. So he decided to build ONPASSIVE from the ground up. And that's why he has staffed the best of the best in India, in Hyderabad. So Ash, he understood, you know, that that was unfair, that 3% were going to be the only ones making the money. And that's why he wanted to bring that change of poverty into prosperity for many of us. Ash is a family man with a beautiful wife and 2 sons. He has a keen interest in NASA and enjoys fishing and hiking. Ash has a massive heart and is very transparent, even showing us his voice in our founders only meetings. So ONPASSIVE's products, what are they? Well, there's no recruiting or converting leads, can guarantee traffic, that's targeted traffic, it's self-funding, and it's all done for you. Every imaginable tool for success, all easily accessible in one place. There's no copycat or recycled tech, and lowest price anywhere on the globe. Now, as you may know, PNG people, just as us in the rest of the world, we have all tried MLM, we have all tried online marketing, and to some degree, you may have made a small amount of money. But this is a business where you don't work for ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE goes to work for you, and it is all done for you. Now, let me go through a couple. This is our product portfolio. You can see this over on our website at onpassive.com. You can have a look at the videos there, the write-ups about these products that are going to become available for us. And I just want to run through a couple. ONET is a revolutionary and secure social networking platform. ONET will be like Facebook, only much, much better. Now, we all know that Facebook has its ups and downs most days, censorship, and we all know that censorship is needed in any social media platform. However, it's like they take over, they send people to Facebook jail, not even really in regard to anything that has been said wrong. Well, ONET is going to bring you an experience of a lifetime, and it really is going to stand out above and beyond any other social media platform out there. OConnect is our hassle-free audio video communication tool. OConnect is like the platform that we're using right now with Zoom. The only thing, and there will be a big difference in what you will see here. Now, Zoom themselves made many $billion last year because of the connection that we all wanted with each other. Because that was taken away from us, we wanted to connect with our family, whether it be overseas or across the other side of the country. We wanted to keep connected. OConnect is going to stand out as one of the most amazing platforms you have ever seen, in the sense that it has a language translator, I suppose you can call it. It will translate, if you're talking in English, over to 57 different languages. This has not been seen before. This is something that is going to stand out. How amazing is that when you are connecting with people, whether you're in small, medium or large business, or whether it is just to speak to somebody in a different country. Now, the one that brought me into ONPASSIVE was Obless, and I will share just a very quick story about what that is. I have a great niece, Mimi. When Mimi was born, she was born with cerebral palsy. That meant that Mimi was unable to walk. Mimi turned 9 in July this year, and her parents have taken her since very young to a company in Sydney called Napa. It is a US company, and is not covered by any medical insurances or by any government insurance as far as the Medicare goes. Mimi has treatments often, and her parents would like to take her more often to Sydney to be able to help Mimi to walk one day unaided. Now, the costs for her parents are about $8,000 to $10,000 for a 3-week block. Now, that's a lot of money. you know, but they want to do absolutely everything and give Mimi the chance of being able to walk unaided one day. Now, I run sometimes a Facebook fundraiser or GoFundMe to help her parents with the like donations to help towards those costs. I was running a Facebook fundraiser last year when a friend of mine, Val Astle from New Zealand, sent me a message and said, I'm unable to help financially, but please take a look at this because I think it could be something that would benefit yourself and little Mimi. So I did. It took me a couple of days to get to have a look at the video that she sent. But as soon as I saw that video, I joined, and I joined as a founder. And I have never, ever been so grateful to Val for sending me that message that day. Now, the reasons why Obless stood out for me was because when I was running those Facebook fundraisers or the GoFundMe, I didn't realize that they were taking 15 to 30% of the money off the top. Now, when I heard about that, I thought, well, it was understandable that perhaps they would take an admin fee, but to actually take that amount of money away from those who are desperate in need, for those who are in your community, you know, in your for a cause that you might be fundraising for, was actually sort of criminal to me, that somebody can take away from those in need or less fortunate than ourselves. Because, you know, when you're blessed, you want to bless others. So Obless is our crowdfunding platform. And it is predicted that the market share just for this year, 2021, is $114 billion. Can you imagine what that could do for your community, for your country, you know, for the world? How many people are going without? How many children are suffering? You know, how many people are living on the streets? Because these crooks, as I call them, are making revenue, $114 billion. Incredible. So Obless is going to be that standalone platform because, as Ash said, they will give 100% of the monies raised to your community, to your cause, to your idea, and in my case, to little Mimi's treatments. So it's proven scientifically in our DNA that the power of giving is 10 times more rewarding and fulfilling than receiving and taking. And that was said by our dear CEO, Mr. Ash Mafara. So ONPASSIVE gives all of the money raised to your community, cause or idea. So why do we need this? Let's compare the list. So the internet's current model is based on competition and conflict. 97% of them are scams. They turn into money pits, requires selling and recruiting. Tools are obtained separately. And if you're anything like me, you know, you have different tabs open during the day. And most of these things, whether it be for storage or whether it be for your emails or Zoom, you have to pay for Zoom if you want more than one person there, or you're limited to time. There are so many different apps that we actually pay little bits for, and we don't realize how much they add up to. There's no guarantees of making any money online, and it pits marketers against each other. And the compensation is based on own efforts. Now, you know yourself, if you're running an MLM, if you're an online business, networking business or anything like that, you know that if you don't sell and recruit, then you're not going to get paid. Okay, so, and it pits marketers against each other, which means that the next new thing that's coming out, your friend or your family or somebody's trying to sell you something that will be fantastic. You know, how many companies have you joined where you've actually had to buy the product yourself, then next month, because you didn't actually get anybody into that company, you've got to buy the product again to stay into their certain levels. You know, it really is. And I know that many of us have lost lots of money doing it that way. And that old technology just doesn't work, even though some of those products are amazing. So with ONPASSIVE's new model, it's based on mutual benefit, real business, real products, real people, self-funding, so it pays you to use it. And we'll get into that a little bit later. The marketer does not sell, nor do we have to recruit. Every tool needed for success is included. Again, 50 plus platforms that we have available and that will be released over time, but 20 that you can look at right now on onpassive.com. So we don't have to sell or recruit. That is a major thing just in itself. The company goes to work for you. So every tool is needed for success, and all tools included at one low price, one platform, one login, one interface. And you have a money back guarantee. So even if you did want to come in and have a look, according to our NDA, we have a 30-day money back guarantee. Marketers compete only with themselves. So again, there's no selling and recruiting. We're just going out there and sharing the love that we have of ONPASSIVE, and revolutionary breakthrough and patented compensation plan, which you can't compare with anything else because it is completely different. So everyone in the near future will use something from ONPASSIVE, whether they come for the money, residual income, or the tools, because there are so many amazing new platforms available and tools, the benefits, connections, or communication, they will have a reason to come to ONPASSIVE. Today, we are offering you a founder's position because we are only millimeters or inches, not even an inch away from when we will start going into semi-launch. So this is a very amazing company that our CEO has said, I would like to bring people with me. I don't want to leave people behind. And that says right now, we have over 1,065,000 founders in ONPASSIVE. You know, we don't need any more founders. That's what our CEO, Mr. Ashnafara, said. But this is your last chance to be able to say, I am a founder within a multi-billion-dollar company even before launch. So the founder's position is available at a cost of $97 US plus a $5 admin fee. That admin fee is charged by the banks for the processing. It's a processing fee, basically, which is approximately 390 kina. Now, David, I'm sure, will explain more about that after my presentation. But really, to get in as a founder, were you ever asked to be a founder of Apple or Google or Facebook or Microsoft? No, they kept it very tight to themselves. And those businesses and those founders of those businesses are now multi-billion, if not multi-trillion-dollar, assets. You know, they have incredible. They didn't want to share it with anybody. They kept it to themselves. Here we are with a CEO who wants to share this with everyday people, just like you and me. Then there is once out of pocket to start your subscription. Now, this is approximately between $200 and $300 US. You will be able to work that out for yourselves, and David may be able to share that with you as well. This starts your subscription because, yes, we are a subscription-based company. And once we start your subscription with that one out-of-pocket payment, it is every month after that that it will come from your O-wallet, where you have a part in that O-wallet where your commissions come into. You know, the commissions where everybody who's coming into ONPASSIVE after we have launched are going to fall under you, the founders. This has never been seen before because it's usually those people at the top, you know, those carrying the big checks that walk across stage. But finally, we're going to have those massive big companies that are coming to join ONPASSIVE because of the amazing platforms that are available to them. So it's time to completely run your whole business on autopilot. And I know a lot of you may think autopilot, I don't understand, but it means that everything is done for you 100%. So your advertising, your marketing, your leads, signups, recruiting, and team building are done for you. Remember, you are not working for ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE goes to work for you. So yes, it automates your existing business and provides a massive income opportunity by simply using the breakthrough platform. So the benefits of being a founder: you will earn residual income for life. You have targeted traffic to your website given to you by the company, and targeted traffic is what stands out. You know yourself, and I know Marty has shared many times before, and many of our leadership council and those on many webinars, you know, targeted traffic is what the big deal is when you're doing anything online. And you need very deep pockets full of a lot of money to be able to get good targeted traffic. So ONPASSIVE does that for you. They send targeted traffic to your website, which, by the way, is given to you. You get a domain name and your website done for you, and that targeted traffic is sent to that website. ONPASSIVE builds your business and team for you automatically. You will be part of the beta testing and inner circle decision making, and you pay one time out of pocket, and the subscriptions are paid from your profit. As I just explained, you know, you come in as a founder, you pay your 390 kina, and then afterwards there is just a once out of pocket payment to start your subscription. That is that $200 to $300 US. And then you will benefit from massive marketing campaigns. ONPASSIVE will be seen everywhere. These marketing campaigns will be on TV. You will hear it on radio. You will see it on billboards. And that is amazing in itself, because people will go, oh, I heard about that, but I didn't know, I didn't become a founder, you know, because they were too scared or they didn't understand it. And you know what, that's okay, because our CEO said, not everyone will see the vision and not everyone will become a founder. But we're saying to you today, you have an amazing opportunity right here in front of you. So you have access to every tool you will ever need, 100% hands-free. So if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, just say yes, then learn how to do it later. A wonderful quote by Richard Branson. I want to thank you all. Thank you all so much. I know it's a hard time to come here today, but I know that, again, like David said, Fred would want everybody to keep going because he saw the vision. You know, what an amazing man he was. So thank you for joining us to hear more about this amazing opportunity. And one of our new quotes from our Ash Mafara is, see you at the top where your ears will pop. Thank you once again, David. I appreciate being able to share with people today.
Thank you, Narelle. Wow. Awesome.
Thank you.
Very, very nice. Well explained. And it's in detail. You probably send me a copy of that later, so I can share with our people here also. Thank you for that. Thank you for taking the time and sharing with us in Papua New Guinea. We are just a stone throw away, so when the doors are opened up for travel, we are there in Australia. So thank you.
Thank you, David.
Papua New Guinea, you have heard the presentation by Narelle, and the business is not complicated, though you and I may not understand technology, internet, and all these tools, but our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara, has created a platform that he wants to lift up humanity. As Narelle said, in his career and in the course of his experience in business online and offline, he has built companies with, and he has driven traffic to these companies to make these businesses successful. But in the course of that, he has seen that not the little people do not benefit. So only a few people benefit, and he has decided to build this business ONPASSIVE. So ONPASSIVE, kami talk lo pigeon ONPASSIVE, lo Papua New Guinea, and come inside lo this country lo 2019, Marty digamo, and brother blomi and blonar pla mama and stuff lo US, and introduce me this la business. Na time mi look sawe lo this la business, misa osem. Mi pla planti lo PNG, you misa join him all MLM business, network marketing companies, because you know got plenty opportunity long PNG. Now lo starting business and travel money long starting one business. So all network marketing companies come and you miss afford him because price belong lo join him and me scale of budget blame me or pocket blame me. Or some na you miss join him lo 300 or 500 kina or 1,000 kina you miss spend him long. Come up members inside lo small companies. So time me looking this la business opportunity and Marty sharing with me looking $97. $97 na me become a founder blo one pla multi-billion-dollar company. Na me by join one time CEO am inviting me pla long come join one time na am like sharing this la benefit long this la company. Company am by work 24 hours you na me to plan on up work. Me to pay registration fee tasol na mitla come up founder lo this la company. Na company now am by tanim na am by work lo you na me na am by making money na by paying me. Me to sleep kirap na looking money lo wallet am tasol. Work lo me to am me sawe tasol lo rausi money lo wallet long online na going to lo bank account lo me to So business am easy, am hard pla business, am easy pla business. You know na no can worry long you by saw long this la tool no can thinking lo this la opportunity am come lo you join him tasol na you me by sit down na you me by benefit lo one and something company by making lo you me. So I'm lick explanation lo pigeon so me like asking you suppose you guest you stop lo here you nupla man or Mary you come lo here lo this la meeting lo you me and this la meeting am lo you please ask him question. Suppose you got sample question, you ask him question. You can ask him question. Me plenty line lo here, but me can try lo help him you long. Explain him this la business lo you. Thank you. Marty, I'd like you to share a few words, and then we can take on some questions.
Absolutely. David, I'm really sad to hear about Fred. I got to know Fred the last couple of years. We chatted back and forth. So he was a very wise man when I talked to him. Just enjoyable to talk to, and I was devastated when I heard what happened. Like you said, we don't know what God's plan is, you know. He definitely planted a seed in me and in Papua New Guinea. He'll never be forgotten. So it's definitely sad. It just blew me away. So, but everybody in Papua New Guinea, you know, I've been online for almost 20 years now, and I've been looking for something that everyone can do, not just a small percentage that maybe knows how to drive traffic or knows how to market online, but a company that if you can join and you could do basic things that you could succeed. And thank God there's another human being on the planet that wanted the same thing, who had the resources. He definitely has the intelligence, and I believe he probably has the biggest heart of any human I've ever met. And he decided 3 years ago to build a company where he could produce thousands and thousands of Mother Teresas. But he knew the Mother Teresas were walking around the earth now. They just need a helping hand. So ONPASSIVE is that helping hand. And I would suggest everybody in Papua New Guinea or whoever watches this recording to grab that hand and let it bring you where you need to go, because it's life-changing for everyone there. Fred saw it. David knows it. It was in his heart. It was in everywhere he went. He traveled to all over Papua New Guinea sharing it, because every time I talked to Fred, he talked about the people of Papua New Guinea. Never about him. So anyway, that's all I have. But if you have any questions, obviously I'd love to answer them. And Papua New Guinea is like a second family to me. I've spent more time with Papua New Guinea people than my own relatives. So, but I love you all, really.
Thank you, Marty. All right, the floor is open for anybody who wants to ask a question. If you're a guest, and if you want to ask a question, founders, If you want to make a statement, you can. Tony Monk, I see your hand up. Yes, go ahead. You can unmute and speak, and then we have Kevin after you.
Oh, hi, David. Yeah, I just heard the news. My condolences, brother. I remember Fred very well, and when he was on the webinars, he used to mention my name a few times. And yeah, it's a sad day indeed. I'm very sorry. I remember him making one statement a couple of webinars back when you had your Independence Day. Do you remember that? And the freedom of your country. He wasn't too thrilled about that. And he explained why he wasn't too thrilled about it, because the country isn't really free. There's a lot of corruption still going on, and just the basic needs of all Papua New Guinea people still haven't been met. And I felt his heart when he spoke that way. And he was an amazing man. He really was. He inspired me. He was a great speaker. You know, I just found out about a few minutes ago, and I thought I'd leave work and pop on this webinar to share my heart with you and with all Papua New Guinea people here. For all you new people coming in, you know, ONPASSIVE is the place to be. It really is. Fred saw the vision. He also left a legacy behind for his family and for generations to come. This is a company that's going to pretty much give you all the resources you need in every way to uplift yourselves and everything in Papua New Guinea. I've been doing this for 25 years. This online thing, I shared it with Fred. He was very inspired a little while back, and the Papua New Guinea people as well. I was very successful in the old days back in the 90s, the .com era, and kind of gave him a vision of what it was like to live that kind of lifestyle. And he was very intrigued. And it is a lifestyle of freedom is the best lifestyle you can have, because it brings down the levels of stress, all kinds of stresses in your life, such as your bills. And, you know, society today, you know, we go to work and we're always in debt. The majority of people are always in the red. You know, you can say that, oh, I owe no money on my credit cards, whatever. But if you own a home and, you know, it's a $500,000 home, you got 35 whatever years to pay it off, you're still in the red. Okay, you're not really ahead. I made sure years ago when I became successful that I had absolutely no debts, and I don't have any debts, which is good. And again, ONPASSIVE is going to give everyone that same equilibrium to be completely financially free, and to build your country and to bring your country up to that status that Fred wanted it to be, and that's equilibrium for everybody. You know, just the basic needs of water and proper streets, and you know, and just all these basic things that we take for granted here in North America. Love you all in Papua New Guinea. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to come on and speak, David. My heart goes out to you, my friend, and have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you for your words. Kevin Rutledge. Kevin, I just saw him a few seconds ago.
How you doing,
You
David?
must
I'm
have gone
sorry.
out.
You hear me okay?
Oh. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to come on and tell you how sorry I am for your loss. I don't know what to say. I never know what to say during a time like this, but I just want you to know that I care and that you're loved. And I'm here to help in any way I can. I'm a click away. I knew Fred. I met Fred here in ONPASSIVE, and knew him, very briefly. I saw the work he was doing. The way your friends speak of you says a lot. And what you shared, what speaks volumes, what kind of person Fred was. And he will be missed. We don't always understand, you know, but we do the best we can. I want to make sure I get that quote right. The work must continue. Am I right? Work must go on, right? How did he say it? You're muted, buddy.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. In Pidgin, we say work must go yet.
Work must go yet.
Yes. Work must go yet.
How did
So,
Fred
like,
say it?
That's how he says it.
That's what he would say. Okay.
That's the yeah. Work must go yet, meaning the work has to continue. Work has to go on.
Well, he was a great leader and a great example, and I'm proud to know him. Thank you, David.
Yeah. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. Engineer Mike, and then we have William Delome, and then we have Ahmadine.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Leadership Council members. It is so saddening to hear that the village of Muruge is parting with a very great leader, who was Mr. Fred Lavacky. I had an encounter with him. Used to talk with him and Daniel, with all the other leaders in PNG. I don't know, it's difficult to really see you have somebody that you know that well. Then you just see the person. Even when he was sick, I think I talked to him like 2 times. But we can say God knows best why he took him. He has fought a good fight.
Yeah.
He's the second in command for ONPASSIVE in PNG. He worked so hard to build his big team. And I just want to say, for all the family, all the people of Morobe, everybody in ONPASSIVE will be with you people to see that Fred and his family will be fine. Someday when we go to PNG, we will want to go and see where he was laid to rest. It is a very big sorrow for us today. We just want to thank God that everybody still had the courage to come and encourage a PNG family. We are with you all. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Engineer Mike. Thank you, brother. William, you can unmute. William, you there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
I'd like to say hello to Nancy, because she was ill for a while, and I'm lucky I'm here. So I just like to say that ONPASSIVE, all of us will become the general that Fred was. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Thank you, William. Thank you for that. Yes. He is a general in ONPASSIVE Army in Papua New Guinea. Amandine, you can unmute and speak. And then we have my brother Chris. It's coming.
Good evening. I'll also be very short. I did not know Fred. I don't remember him, but I do know that I grieve with you, the people of Papua New Guinea, for that big loss, you know, having lost a big leader that way. And I feel the pain right coming to the screen. I do wish that he rests in unpassive peace, May his soul rest in peace. So this presentation tonight by Noel was very solemn, and it paid great respect to you, to all of us, and to Papua New Guinea and to David. And I just wish, I'm just happy to, well, I feel good that I'm here with you to participate even in your moment of sadness. I'm so happy. I feel good to be with you. I feel good to be with you in your celebration of your country when you have it. And I'm just here. I want to be here with you, all going through all of it. And that's my piece for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Amandine.
You're welcome, David.
Chris, my brother.
Wow. This is a tough one, David. This is a tough one.
Yeah, it is.
You know me, I like to be funny. And sometimes I can't be, but here's my funny for tonight. I think Fred right now is looking down on Papua New Guinea and saying, why aren't you talking on passive, David? Why are you talking about me, David? Well, let me tell you something. You can write a book. You can write a book about Papua New Guinea, and half of it is going to be about Fred, because he walked, canoed, just did everything he could to reach out to many, many people. And I'm proud to say I know he's walking in heaven, and I guarantee he's probably trying to sign up God and Jesus right now, and he's telling him about it passive. That's the kind of guy Fred was, but he left us a great memory in our hearts. His family will see a legacy, and Papua New Guinea a legacy. And my condolence goes out to everyone in Papua New Guinea. And Fred always just impressed me in everything he said. There wasn't a mean bone in his body. He was very genuine. He was real. He was considerate, and he had a heart that Impassive has. And I absolutely love that about him. But Norel, you did an excellent job in that presentation. I'm going to agree with Armandine 100% how you presented that, starting off with one of Fred's posts. You know, but David, I just want to reach out and tell you guys how sorry I am, and my prayers are with all you in Papua New Guinea. And let's just get this oblast going so we could change things over there. Thank you, David.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Chris.
Professor Howard. Thank you, brother.
Yes, I'm unmuting now. Okay, can I be heard? I don't know, my microphone doesn't work very well. Can I be heard?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, very good. Okay, I just want to say I'm so terribly sorry about Fred, because whenever we lose anyone, it diminishes the entire human race, especially an exponent, someone that contributes so much to make things happen for the betterment of other people. And Papua New Guinea, from my understanding, is such a loving, wonderful place. I mean, I've never been there. I'm an American. I lived here all my life. But I love you people. I can tell, I can feel the warmth and the love. And ONPASSIVE, it just radiates through every fiber in our body how much we care about everybody. You know, irrespective of who they are or what they bring to the table, you know, we're all human beings at the end of the day.
and we all love, those of us who love. And, you know, I can't wait until I make a substantial amount of money, not just to satisfy my needs or desires, but to be able to give back to bless and bless people in Papua New Guinea and people throughout the world with causes that are worthy, where they need to build infrastructure, become part of the scheme of things and whatnot. And that's going to happen. You folks are going to live better than you ever have in your lives. We in America have been very blessed. The least of us live like kings and queens compared to a lot of places. And I don't take that for granted, not one iota. We've got wonderful council leaders. Marty DeGarmo, I mean, he's outstanding. Marty's helped me to get some more positions. And I've been trying to pull my team together. I'm not real good at recruiting, you know. Scientific-minded people are sometimes more misunderstood than understood. So I'm not real good at that, but I try. And I've got some good people on my team, and I believe that we're going to transform the world into a much better place when we can contribute to it, because normally nobody has the money past their immediate needs to do more than take care of themselves and their family. And it's not because they're selfish, it's just because they just don't have it. And you know, we've all been through something. So I'm going to get out. I'm not going to be so long-winded. I'm just going to sit back and listen and just embrace the wonderful people. I mean, God, I feel like I've been knowing you guys. With David, I just feel like you're my brother. I know you. I feel like Marty's my brother. I know you. You know, and I've never, you know, really shook hands or hugged you or anything. I'd love to do that when I get right. Perhaps we'll have a venue where we can meet somewhere, have a great dinner, and just celebrate our success, because we're going to transform the world. This thing has a magnitude beyond what most people can ever begin to imagine. I mean, God, billions of people, products that have billions of dollars in value, content. And as far as the leader in the world at driving traffic, this man can do amazing things without the technology, let alone turn on the machine. And when it does, oh my God, I can't imagine what's going to happen. But I know that down the line, we're going to all be highly successful. I love each and every one of you, by the way. So y'all just take care. I'm going to get off here now before I start crying. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Howard. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Julie, my sister. Julie, come on, sister Julie.
Yes. Hi, David. Hi, Papua New Guinea. I miss Fred. And Fred Lavacky has left something for us. And after this webinar, we all could go to the back office for the founders of ONPASSIVE. We could go to the back office in the Leadership Council. Fred Lavacky had left something for us. May his legacy live on. And if you are not a ONPASSIVE founder, and if you heard some of the stories and memories that everyone here shared with us, I do hope that you become a founder of ONPASSIVE. So you have an opportunity to share or to get to know this gentleman named Fred Lavacky. He has many stories that he shared with many of us here. So the only way for you to truly know what this gentleman has done and have been doing the entire time when he is a founder of ONPASSIVE, I think it's worth for you to become a founder of ONPASSIVE to see his legacy. And it is in the back office. So as soon as you have a chance after this webinar, please go there. He has left us something for all of us. Thank you, David, for letting me speak.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you for that reminder. Thank you so much. Bruce?
David, let
Delray?
the lady, Dr. Benny, go first.
Okay. You're a gentleman, Bruce. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
Benny.
Good evening. Good
Good evening,
morning.
Dr. Benny.
Good afternoon to PNG. Thank you, Mr. David, for giving me this opportunity to talk. My condolences to the family of Fred. He is like a brother to all of us. May his soul rest in perfect peace. My condolences to his family. He is no longer in pain. Those who were sick, I'm glad that some of you guys came back to normal. Our God knows why he took Fred. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
Narelle, excellent presentation. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Benny. Bruce,
Hi,
you can go ahead
David.
now.
Thank you, David. First of all, I want to express my condolences to Fred and all his family, and may God bring them the healing that they need. And I'm thinking about you, David, because you remind me of my best friend and I, who started something not ONPASSIVE, but something that began with nothing and grew into a very big organization to help people recover from addiction. And he died at 10 years, and I could barely breathe the day that he died. But what I know is that there's a song that makes me think of your relationship with Fred. And it's a song that was sung that I'm not going to sing because I sing badly, but it's the song, The Wind Beneath My Wings. And that's what Fred was, the wind beneath your wings. And now Fred is the wings above all of you, watching over Papua New Guinea, never letting go, always watching over, always caring and saying, keep going, never quit. I don't know how to say that in Pidgin, but it's a very nice expression. No, and he is going to be in the presence of you all the time. And the words that he speaks will have you move on and go on and on and on. And Papua New Guinea will be a legend on passive. And Fred is a legend on passive. And he's one of our heroes, our superstars on passive. And he will be missed. So I don't know him very well. What I knew about him is that he was secure and he was firm, and he also loved to laugh, but he loved people and he wanted to help everyone. So that's the legacy he leaves behind, the love and the kindness for people and helping people to go that one step further. And always to find somebody with me, the wind beneath your wings too. So God bless Fred for everything he did. God bless you. And Narelle, you did, under the circumstances, certainly you did a bang-up job. You were clear, you were firm, and you were thorough, and you were very, very impactful in what you had to say. And that's what Fred is most pleased about, that the impact of the message was brought out in spite of all the sadness that may happen now. We salute and we praise and we sing God and Fred's glory just for today. I must say, and thank you, David. Love you.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you. Gary, all the way from Cambodia.
Hello, everybody. It is great sadness that I joined the conversation today. But one thing we have to realize is the man has left a legacy. And the thing that it comes home to me is that it's proven that ONPASSIVE is a movement of people with heart, and it shows through today. I think it's an amazing contribution, and we must move forward and continue the work that he started. The one thing that I really would like to say is for all those people who are visitors and not members already, this webinar brings out the true fact that there is not another company in this world that has a heart, the movement that ONPASSIVE has. And having said that, there are so many people, I like Marty have been on the internet for many, many years, and I have lost buckets of money doing everything that I was told I had to do. ONPASSIVE is going to do it for us. Now that's a big movement. And the more ONPASSIVE is getting closer to launch, the more jealous the outside world is getting. The gurus who are going to be in big trouble once ONPASSIVE launches, and they know it. They're going to do everything they can to hinder and disrupt. Like I have been completely wiped out twice by so-called gurus wiping out my business completely. Currently, there is a couple of websites around using the OPASSIVE site. It is false, it is fake. Please do not tell all your teams, do not get involved with that. It is fake. They're using the GoFounders logo, and it should be stopped immediately, but I don't know how to do that. But the emphasis is the closer we get to launch, these guys are really worried, and they know what's going to happen. And they're really, really worried. So please just be aware if you see anything that says on Founders or ONPASSIVE, just double check to make sure that it's a legitimate thing. And once again, with great heart and sorrow in my heart, I really think that we must continue the work that our colleague has started. And we miss deeply, heartfully, anyone who falls during that is a member of a passive family. So thank you very much for allowing me to speak.
Thank you.
Cedric, why don't you unmute yourself and go next? I know David will come back shortly.
Well, you can go ahead. I always let ladies go first.
Thank you. To the guests who are with PNG this evening, how special does this company make you feel that you are listening to people from around the world gather for a member of your PNG family? The respect that we have for Fred, a leader in your community, in ONPASSIVE, is huge, and he touched hearts for all around the world. To the other members of PNG, aren't we fortunate to have this type of connection from all around the world, supporting and loving and coming together to celebrate such an amazing man, as well as to have a company that means so much to us? Fred and I were friends. We both respected the words. We had some lovely conversations about the meaning of words, the importance of words, and how to say things, truth and integrity of explaining what ONPASSIVE is, as well as how to help other people and to bring them into this amazing company so that they can be helped and help others. I'm going to miss my friend. I'm going to miss the connection that we had. But I also know that he will be with us every step of the way because he loved the people in PNG. He loved his country, and he loved ONPASSIVE. My mother and my sister and I send love and prayers to Fred's family and to all of PNG as they look after each other and remember a very special man that in time will allow the smiles to return to your faces when you bring his name forward as one of those who helped PNG show what an amazing country it is to the rest of the world. Thank you, Fred. I will miss you. Please watch over all of us and help us. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you. I got, we have a power outage in the area I'm staying, and my laptop battery has just gone off. So I'm using my phone. That's why I'm just sitting here. Marty, if you looking at the screen, whoever's got their hands up, you can call them.
All righty. John White, you're, oh no, wait, I skipped Cedric. Cedric, come on, buddy.
Thank you, Marty. How everyone doing? I'm so sorry to hear this about Fred. I had high regards for him. You know, I didn't know him that well, you know, but coming to Papua New Guinea to these webinars, you know, he's like a brother, real brother. You know, he always like family to me. I always loved hear him talk because he always had very high compassion and loyalty to his heart and soul. So it's very heartfelt to hear about his passing. May you rest in peace, and may God's spirit and peace be with your family. He's going to be dearly missed. You know, I had high respect for him. I always loved to hear him, you know, speak. You know, he's very enthused about, like all of us, about ONPASSIVE. He had, you know, very high hopes for Papua New Guinea. He's going to be really missed, you know, to Papua New Guinea community as well as the ONPASSIVE community. So my blessings to all of you. Peace and blessings.
Thanks, Cedric. John White, you're next, sir.
I have attended this webinar and I haven't been able to say anything, but just observe the love that each and every one of us has. My condolences to Fred and his family. Our prayers are there to soften the blow. But when you look at ONPASSIVE is a family, a loving family. All of us are individuals, but collectively, we are one. We're united. We have a purpose. And I know Fred had a purpose, and his legacy will continue no matter what happens. That's why I give all of the credit to Mr. Bafari, who started this. He's the genesis, he's the beginning of this movement. And we have collectively followed him. See, we were drawn into ONPASSIVE, whether you know it or not, by the greater good. And all of us who are working together can get rid of the negative that is surrounding us. When people look at ONPASSIVE and they marvel at how we get along, how heartfelt we are toward each other. And that forms the basis of a united bond that is going to be inseparable. We're unshakable. We're unbreakable. We are ONPASSIVE. And each one of us will have a legacy that will transcend any generation. And although we're saddened because of the death of Fred, we also should be joyful because he did something that his heart was overwhelmed with. That is a love and caring for people. And I love you guys. All of us love each other, but we stand together in times of when we're happy, but we also stand stronger when we're sad, when we've lost a family member. So thank you very much.
Thanks, John. Listra, you're next.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to extend my condolences to Fred's loved ones. I didn't know him really well. I saw him on here on the webinars. I heard him speak. And I just remember that voice he had. It was very distinctive. It stood out. And even if I wasn't looking, I knew when he spoke. The last time I heard him talk, he was saying that he had to walk miles and so on to reach villages to help people. And that stayed with me. So from what I saw of him and what I heard, he was extraordinary. And I see the grief that everyone is feeling here. And I feel for you all. I grieve with you all. So my condolences again to everyone. I love you guys. Thank you.
Professor Howard, thank you, Listra.
Yes, Marty, I just want to say one thing. I didn't mean to be remiss earlier. Chris has got me, Chris Johnson. I come on and Chris said, Howard, come on, tell some of those jokes or something. And I'm thinking about how he does, hey, hey, hey. And I know that, my God, Fred would love to see, him animated doing this and whoever, because he was enthusiastic about ONPASSIVE as we are. And Chris, I want to thank you, my brother. You just made my world when I got a chance to meet you. And I got new appreciation for my automobile outside now because of you. So with everyone, we're going to see life is full of living. We're going to focus on going forward. We know that Fred is looking down at us right now, and he's happy as a lark because he knows the heart of ONPASSIVE. We're on him tonight. And at the same time, we got that on each other. So, hey, we just continue to do what we do best. We just love each other, and we build each other, we hold each other, and it's just going to get better. Really all I need to say right now. And Marty, thank you for bringing me on, and y'all take care.
Thank you, thank you. Mary, you're up next.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Mary.
Okay.
You're next.
Thank you, Marty.
You're welcome.
Thank you, David, and everyone on the screen, on the panel, and those observing as attendees. First up, I'd like to say this morning, before he passed away, because many of us on our pages, various pages, have been praying for his healing. One Go founder posted that he had been healed. So I was fast to share the grace of God and to thank God for his healing, not knowing that he had actually passed. So I sent my apologies to all those that read my text, and also apologize to the group here. Secondly, Fred was a very transparent man. Back in the day when we were running business, he was possibly working with David Bakau then for the Papua New Guinea Banking Corporation. He was a very efficient and proficient person and worked with the customers really well. So I knew a bit about him then, and then he became a representative basketballer for PNG from sports, and then he finished from the bank and, pardon me, migrated to Leh, Morobe province, and then I hadn't heard about him until ONPASSIVE. As soon as he learned ONPASSIVE, he walked miles, he crossed rivers, he crossed the waters to disseminate the good news about ONPASSIVE and what it was going to bring. So I believe that even though he's been taken, God has a special place for him. I know that from the fruit of his work, there will be many, many blessings upon his family and upon those whom he brought on to ONPASSIVE, who believed in him and believed in ONPASSIVE. So I am grateful for the life that he lived. I praise God for him and his family. And I also offer my condolences to Veronica and Emily and David Bakau for the great friendships that you formed. Yes, we're going to miss him, but we should be encouraged to move on. And to those of you who have come on to observe this session, you become members yet. If you heard everything that was said by Narelle, which was perfectly put across, broken down to everyday language for all of us to understand. If you take that into consideration, please, you close that line, sanap lo banis, na look inside. Please, wakim des la decision, na come inside taso. Yumi kisim hat buruk, one plablo yumi amigo pass. So you must come inside, fill him up this space and be losing, because you will not go wrong. This will be the best decision that you have made. Look him, opim aina, look him ogara desla lainya, o come long 4 corners of the world. O come sanapo, sit down one time you me, all talk out long, level belong all. How you me inside lo Papua New Guinea, he walk hard. Long kisim this la blessing by come up tomorrow, na have tomorrow. Osem na, me thank him, David Bakau, Nancy, Yan Gavi, Yupla line, Eman, Yupla line is that Lady Yumi. Thank you, True Tomas. And thank you to the global leaders who are present today. Thank you for sharing your emotions with us and sharing our grief together. Thank you. May God bless each and every one of you. As always, we love you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you.
Iman, you're next. Thank you, Mary.
Good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever you are tuning in from. Thank you to our international founders who are always being with us. As David and Mary and others have said already, today is our saddest day. It's a Sunday here in Papua New Guinea. We all grieved on the passing of one of our great men. He's a leader. To me, Samantha, to me, can't express what he left for us, PNG. I would like to say thank you to Fred and thank you, David, for introducing this business. And now we are all here. Fred has left us legacy. He's like a hero in ONPASSIVE. His children and his great-great-children will talk about him. They will talk about what he left for us in Papua New Guinea. We will miss him so much. To our guests who are tuning in with us this afternoon, if you know him, then you will know what his character and what is like to us. Like for me, I'm so grateful for this company ONPASSIVE that it unites us, and that company made us to know each other. I mean, even though we are Papua New Guineans, but we don't know each other, but through this a very great company, we came to know each other. So I would like to say thank you, and thank you for all our international founders always being with us, support us. To our guests who are listening, Mila Tok people Papua New Guinea, Fred and Lusimon Takai legacy. All picking all Tumuna Brem campaign, all no saw now one can state all staff. Next time ONPASSIVE loans na imigo na all run low. Train all run long. Kalaplo chopa tasol all pick piece inside house long all bating us more living this life. Fred living this life name Lusim this something one time more but no that. You may struggle through na himi kamo sempam. So one play am go. It's a hero to us. So thank you, Lord. Thank you for the international founders who agree with us. Thank you. Thank you, Narel, for that wonderful presentation. It inspired us so much. When you all international founders, when you came here during our PNG presentation, it inspired us so much. Thank you. And once again, I know Fred is watching over us, and he will want us to continue this journey and complete it with high tones, I would say. Otherwise, thank you very much. Thank you all for attending and tuning in this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. William Norris, you're next.
Can you hear me? So hard to find words, David, to say when things like this happen, and my condolences go out to you and the PNG people. Didn't know Fred, but I have known some really fine folks from PNG in the past, and still friends with some of them. Sounds like Fred was a very good, upstanding man, and sounded like he knew what he was doing. Sounded like he knew where he was going and where he wanted to take PNG. That's the kind of people that we hate to lose, because they're rooted and grounded in what they think about, what they want. And it's hard to sometimes accept the fact that they're gone. But from what I'm hearing here, Fred was a man that people looked up to, and he was a hard worker. And I think that, as some have already alluded to, he's probably looking down now, and he's gonna be watching over PNG. He's gonna be watching over people in ONPASSIVE. So all we can do is keep our heads up, fight a good fight, and look forward to seeing him again one day. Narelle, you did a fantastic job with the presentation. Enjoyed it very much. Happy to be here with you people. I appreciate everything that everybody's doing. Happy to be a part of ONPASSIVE and just look forward to going forward in the future and doing what we are supposed to do with ONPASSIVE and try to make our dreams and Ash's dream come true. Thank you.
Thank you, William. Robin, it's your turn.
Hello, everybody. I have been asked to read a prayer from one of our founders here in Canada, Patricia Parent, who normally is with us on these webinars with PNG. And her message is saying that she is not feeling well enough to be able to attend this evening to share the prayer for our dear brother Fred. So this is from Pat Parent to all founders and all founders in PNG and to Fred's family. My prayers for Fred, PNG brother and family and sisters and brothers. Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight to release our brother Fred from PNG to you. Please be with us through this devastating time of our life. Our hearts and souls are in distress. Please, Father, may you guide his family and all our sisters and brothers around him with your strength and peace and comfort and your unconditional love. Father, let us rejoice with all the beautiful memories. You are our refuge, Lord. Embrace us in loving arms. You hold time within your hands and see it all from beginning to end. Please keep and carry these precious people in their sadness and loss. Cover us all with your great wings of love. Give their weary hearts rest and their minds sleep. Lift their eyes so they may catch a glimpse of eternity and be comforted by the promises of heaven. We pray for the soul of our dearly beloved parted one. Thank you for being with us all, and we ask this all in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Robin. That was nice. There's no more hands.
Marty, I'll just say something.
Okay.
I just want to express this for our Papua New Guineans and the guests who are listening in. ONPASSIVE is the beacon of hope. That's the statement a lot of us have said, and our CEO has appropriately implanted in us. It is the beacon of hope. When we looked at our situation as a nation, when I first joined and I looked at it, and I shared this with Brother Fred, and we were discussing what the company, through the revenue that is going to be generated, we were discussing how it will be able to impact and affect the lives of our people. We both reflected back on what our Prime Minister said when he first came into the office of the Prime Minister, the current Prime Minister James Marape. He said, "Take back PNG," meaning the people have lost their plot, the nation has gone astray, and we needed to take it back in terms of our resources, in terms of everything that we do here. And each of us have taken that statement on, and we're looking at that statement and we're saying, how can I contribute as a person to that statement? How can I contribute
as a person and fulfill this statement in this country. And we've shared a lot of times when we talk about the situation that our people are in. And after learning what the company is able to do, and through this platform, our crowdfunding platform, Obless, you know, that gave us a lot of hope and inspiration to be able to share this business to a lot of us. And we talked to our people and we said, when the company launches, the income that comes, it's not coming to a corporate company, and we wait for the dividends to be paid or our royalties to be paid so that we can benefit from this. This income that is coming from ONPASSIVE is going to directly affect the household. It will directly affect the person, the individual person. And we as founders, we are privileged. We are at a very privileged position in life if we have joined this business ONPASSIVE. So I'd like to encourage all our people here, those who have not yet joined and have come in, you know, you reflect and you think about it. Some of the big name IT companies like Microsoft, Facebook, Google, we were never given an opportunity to be founders in that company, but we are so grateful for our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufarah, to be able to extend that invitation to us to come in as a founder, pay our registration, and be a founder. And now, for me, I realize it is a very, very privileged position, and it is a blessing that I've come to know ONPASSIVE, and God has brought this to us as a nation. So if you're a founder and if you're a guest listening in, I encourage you, do not wait. We have a very, very short space of time. You know what long time is up. Do and bypass. Kind of sem no azak. Time all money go inside na. Rain by come now see start long awara start long up in boat go tap no come and too late. Do pass finish. So ONPASSIVE one kind. Do close to bypass. Na legally up time stop. Suppose you not find him this registration fee 390 kina 400 kina. You just find him now you come in. Planti me plus tok lo here. This la man Fred brother blomi ami Lucy mi lo now morning ami go. Ami looking vision long. CEO blow me ONPASSIVE time. Me share him la business long am look him. Ami no wait. O'clock M2 struggle of finding money long register. And take him some time until doi up long na find him this la 380 390 kina na mi pay him and pay him now time and pay him na come up as a founder no wait start lo share him lo all the line. So me plus share him this la business one time you lo here lo this afternoon na me plus share him some la memory belong him but you know not sour long him. So beyond you come a founder finish some long story I'm writing stuff, but you can read him by yourself. So me like encourage him you all got up inside lo here lo Papua New Guinea. If you son up some founder finish no can think him osem this la business and one pla legal business na no can think osem this la one pla club you just join him tasol na you sit down stop na beyond by come lo club meetings no god. And business I'm real business. I'm true pla business. So you know can think osem club. I'm true pla business this la business you must kiss him osem one pla business blow you. No can think osem oh you join him one pla kind business osem MLM company na you buy workloads la company no god. And business blow you. This la business and batan him na helping you. So me like encouraging you. Suppose you stop na URM. No can wait, no can sit down. You find him this la registration fee na you come in lo this la week that's all. Thank you, Marty. I'll turn it back to you.
Thank you, David. Up next, I'd like to call on Tony. Tony, if you could please unmute your mic.
Thank you, Julie. I appreciate that. I just wanted to say, you know, what I really liked about Fred, going back to Fred again, was that he was he was straightforward, and he always called it as it was. There was never any BS with Fred. That's what I loved about him. And you know, for all you new people that are on today, you can see that we're a big family here. You know, we all care about each other. If we lose one of us, we lose a big piece of ourselves, and you can see that. But the thing is, you know, let's be honest, we don't all get along all the time, but that's okay. I mean, that's the way family is. Sometimes we have squabbles against each other, but that's the way it is. That's humanity. But the thing is, we have one vision in mind. We have one goal in mind, and that's to lift up humanity, right? We want to be the correction to the corruption, and I think we're going to do a damn good job there. And that's what Fred stood for. He stood for that. We all stand for the same thing, you know, and it's incredible. It really is. And that's all pretty much I wanted to say. Thank you so much, David. And again, my condolences to you and Fred's family. He'll always be in my heart. And I love all of you. I really do. And thank you so much for letting me speak again.
Thank you, Tony. Up next, I'd like to call on Richard. Richard Plumont, please unmute your mic.
I love all you beautiful men, women, and children of the world from the bottom of my heart. It saddens me to hear about Fred. But you see, when I heard that Fred was sick, people prayed. And I want the people of Papua New Guinea to know this, that the prayer is still answered. God said to Fred, I knew you before you were born. But today, to the Fred's family and friends of family, I want to tell you this. God needed a brand new angel to stand over Papua New Guinea. Fred walked miles and miles and miles to show his love. He did all kinds of beautiful, wonderful love from his heart. He showed it to people all over Papua New Guinea. Sometimes God says to the family, I need your man. I need some of you as my special angels. A lot of people think I'm crazy, but I listen to that little voice that I used to ignore. And that little voice is telling me that Fred right now is looking down at me and smiling and saying, how come he's not being crazy today? I'm not being crazy today because I'm speaking for Fred. Please, people of Papua New Guinea, do not be sad. I am flying over Papua New Guinea and I am watching over all of you. Please do not be sad, but be happy for me that I was chosen by God to be one of your special angels, to bring his love to the people of Papua New Guinea and all over the world. That is why he chose ONPASSIVE, because he had that feeling of love and he wanted to share it. But he was a chosen one. He has been chosen to protect Papua New Guinea and take care of its people. And I would like, David, if possible, to say this in your language to the people that are listening, if they do not understand what I said. God has chosen Fred as one of his special angels. And I love all of you, beautiful men, women, and children. Kisses and hugs from myself and all people of ONPASSIVE that gave their prayer for Fred. Their prayer has been answered in a special way. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you. Yumi Aram, Brother Blame Richard, I talk. God am answering prayer. So how am I answering prayer? Plenty blow you no so long. You mean by thinking blow you no understand him. How big man am I thinking, huh? So I'm talk blow you or some Fred. Prayer blow me am answered because God am now sing out to me go long narpla mission. Lo narpla walk. Or some I'm losing this la body long ground. So now I'm stop or some on pla angelo. Na emi oklo look lo Yumi watch over lo Yumi lo here lo Papua New Guinea na Yumi all on passive line family lo here. So tok long Richard emi sharing one time Yumi long one am thinking emi film long emi tok. So thank you Richard for sharing that with us.
David, Tabata Yang, Angela Lala Land, and Brian Crowett also saying words of condolences and comforts to Fred and his family as well. They are typing that in the Q&A tab. So this is time I'd like to call on Georgie from Melbourne. Georgie, if you could please unmute your mic and speak.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Leadership Council and David Bakau, Marty, Digamo, and Chris Johnson in the house. Thank you all the wonderful Leadership Council and the other founders who are in support for Papua New Guinea here today. Thank you, Robin, for the beautiful prayer. And thank you, guest speaker Norel, for an excellent presentation. Thank you also for sharing Fred's touching message from his Facebook. I am sure many of those who knew him will really appreciate the tributes also shared by everyone here today. And our condolences to Fred's family, immediate families, and also to the extended family who are the ONPASSIVE family. Just a message to the guests today. Under this company, many people have seen the vision of ONPASSIVE. And those who are in the Leadership Council who share the same vision with many of the other founders. So this is a real company with the real people who are in it. And today is a testament of this company, that people care for each other. This is all about humanity. And it is an amazing company. If you are a guest today and been invited by someone here, and you're wondering what is this all about because you did not understand, or if you have any doubts or you couldn't raise your hand up to ask questions, please get back to the person who invited you here and ask your questions. And in Papua New Guinea, you and I know, those of you in Papua New Guinea, you and I know, in every province of Papua New Guinea, there is a great need. We have struggles. We have many needs. And if you want to make a difference in your life and in your family's lives, in your tribe, in your clan or communities, in your churches, come on board. Become a founder and be part of this global family where you will experience life-changing opportunities. Like David said, David Bakau, he said, this will impact households. So it's not like you will be paying money to the company and you will get little out of it. It's not that. This is a choice you have to make and come on board, be part of the family when the ONPASSIVE launches, when the company launches. Do not sit on the fence. My brother and sister all want talk. You have heard everything that has been said today. Don't sit on the fence and wonder, how am I going to pay my fee? I don't have this money. Please make a way. There is always a way. Find the fee in any way you can. We in Papua New Guinea, we have the one Tok system, and we can be able to, find a way to get this registration fee. This opportunity is for real. Don't miss it. Time is short. It's very short time for us to go on launch. So that means if you cannot come on board, you won't be in it. So please make a decision today and come on board. Thank you, ONPASSIVE family and everyone. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Georgie. I'm sending it back to you, David, if you would like to translate what Georgie is speaking.
Yes, thank you, Julie. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Georgie Long. Make him good pla tok. Misa, where you stop outside, now you got family, you know kata. So connected, you stop outside, so you sitting in online lo place. So one can you talk and me one bell long tok below you. So me surkim tasol, me strong him tok below tasol, I must have you talk. Time is short. No got long time. Suppose you not long find him road, please go and find him this registration fee na come. Business gaman business trupla business. So I'm legally got tok where Georgie talk, me surukim tasol one time. Thank you. Back to you, Julie.
Thank you, David. Up next, I see that Marty Degamo, our brother, has his hand up, and I believe that we are going toward the end of the webinar tonight. So Marty, if you could please open your mic and speak.
Okay, I want to read something. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of the righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod, thy staff, thy comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointed my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen.
Amen.
Amen, brother. Amen. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen. Everyone,
Thank you.
we are going to the end of the webinar with what Marty read to us. Let's exit the room with silence. Remember Fred Lavacky and remember after this webinar today. Fred Lavacky has left something for us in the back office, in the Leadership Council. If you would please exit the room quietly in memory of Fred Lavacky. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I'm sending it back to you, David, if you'd like to say last words.
Thank you, Julie. I'll just close the meeting here. Thank you once again for everyone for joining us, our Papua New Guinea webinar. Thank you, our global family, and thank you to all our guests who are able to make it to this webinar. You have already heard what has been shared here, and even though we are sharing some emotions, but this is the company that we are in. This is a company with heart, and we care for each other. It's not just a business, it's a family we are in. So thank you everyone for joining us today, and we hope to see you in our next webinar next week, Sunday, same time, 2 p.m. Thank you once again. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. And
Thank you.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Good
night,
everyone.
Love you all.
Love you,
David.
David. Love you, Nancy.
Love to you all.
Bye, Bruce. Good night, Dr. Benny.
Bye, Mario.
Love you, Dr. Benny.